10 weeks one day. And yes, you are moving about. You are really moving about. And I think it's a thing of, because it took so long for me to actually get to this point, I'm just very overprotective of what I do and who she's going to be around. But yeah, at the same time, I want us to have fun. So I've already actually looked up mini aprons and like a step stool, because I want to start teaching her how to cook at a very young age. Like, I want her in the kitchen with me, and I just always pictured for, like, one day we're making cupcakes, my husband comes home and she makes a cupcake for him, and and he has to eat it because she made it. So yeah, I feel like we're gonna have fun, but I will try not to be overprotective, but it's kind of hard because that's how I am. It's my baby girl. I've had some moments where I've been concerned with the baby. Because I'm diabetic, I have type 2 diabetes. When I feel like my blood sugar sometimes will drop very low, like dangerously low. So I'm always concerned at, how is it affecting her? Or if my blood sugar goes too high, I'm always concerned at how it's affecting her. Just a couple weekends ago, I was up at Beaumont Hospital a couple of days because I didn't really feel her move for a couple of days. And I know that she's very active. So when I don't really feel her move, even though I know babies rest and everything like that, but when I don't feel her move after I've drank something or after I've eaten something, then that's when I'm like, okay, I think something's wrong. And I've cried because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything right. And I sometimes feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I try not to stress about it, but it's kind of hard. You really don't really, I feel like I really won't get 100% relief until she's born.
There was a time when Cynthia didn't feel the baby moving. And naturally so, when you're a mother and you're pregnant, you become discouraged, you become concerned about it. I'm not going to sit here lie and say that I wasn't concerned about the issue, but I was in a position now where I had to be of a comfort or of encouragement to her. Hey, babe, it's not a problem. Hey, everything's okay. Let's just go see what's going on. This, that, the other. And that's the position that I'm in as a man. The position that I'm in is not to get to the point to where I'm emotional and I'm, she cry, I cry, things like that. But I have to be the opposite. It's an old saying that says opposites attract. If one person is crying, the only way to help her is to be the person that's not. It's just the same thing literally. So if one person is blind, the best way to help that person is by not being blind. So that's the position that I'm in. Although I do feel different emotions or different concerns, although I do feel them, but to be of a help to Cynthia, I have to sort of kind of mask those things so that I can be of a help to her. So I can do what my part is on this team. My part is to be a help to her. And I don't feel as if I could be a help to her by showing all these different emotions, these different concerns. When something happens, so when the baby was not moving, I have to be the one to step in and say, hey, everything's going to be okay. Let's go and let's do this. But I think it was at that point that the doctors start doing these different tests. I think it was a non-stress test and biophysical profiles. And I believe we got to the point where we're going and we're doing these tests about 3 or 4 times a week, which is taxing, but I would much rather be a part of that process. I'd much rather do it than not do it. Old saying, better to have and not need than